So we've got this torso of sorts started, and I'd like to make a few changes to it. First of all, I'm going to hide the head, and I'm going to just from the top view in edit mode do a face select of these faces in the back and towards the center. I've got proportional editing on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab on Z and move them up a little bit. Maybe make the wheel a little bit bigger so that we get a large general change that happens. And then I'm going to select a few less, grab on Z again, roll the wheel down a little bit more so that we have something like that. Bring my character back, and that looks a little bit more like something. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tab back into object mode, and I'm going to add a modifier, and I'm going to add a bevel, which is under generate. And that just sort of puts a little bevel in around these edges. And we can change that some more though. First of all, we can change how large of a bevel it is. We can also change the angle. And we can also add segments to make it more gradual if we would like. There are also profile settings and geometry settings if you're so inclined to play around with these things. But I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm keeping it pretty simple. I was just trying to add a little bit more to that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply this. I'm going to shade this smooth. I'm going to tab into edit mode, and I'm going to make a few more changes. I'm going to turn X on my mesh symmetry. I'm just going to make a few more changes. I'm going to grab a few of these faces, and I'm going to grab them on X, move them in just a bit. I'm going to grab a few faces here, and I'm going to scale them down a bit. I might do the same thing in the back. Scale this down just a bit. And maybe I will grab a couple more faces. Grab on Z, move them up just a hair. Maybe we'll grab these faces, and I'm going to grab them on Z. I'm going to take the proportional editing down quite a bit, and I'm going to just move them down a bit. Maybe I will move them in on Y, so I will G and Y and move it in a bit like so. Maybe I will grab some edges, hold down Control, and I will grab on Y again, moving things in just a bit. I may well do the same thing on the back, grabbing all the way down while holding Control, so I get a nice line. Oop, grabbed one too many, so I'll undo that last selection by holding down Shift and selecting it, or unselecting it. I will grab on Y again and move things in just a bit. So I think I'll stop there for the moment before moving on.